Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Don't Split the Technique. Today I'm here with my buddy Chris.
What's up, guys?
We're going over some arm drags. So first off, we got our arm drag from open guard, or like butterfly almost. So here I have my partner in my butterfly guard. I got both of my legs in between his. From here, I'm looking for, simultaneously at the same time, I'm doing two things here. I'm looking for wrist control and to put a foot on his hip here. From there, I'm using my foot to monitor his hips, and as he's moving, I'm controlling him a little bit, just enough to feel where he's moving. So with my wrist control, while I'm pushing on his hip, once I feel Chris pushing back into me naturally, I'm gonna let go of the wrist that's the same side as I'm posting, and I'm gonna feed his arm to the other arm. From there, I'm grabbing at the back of his tricep. So if I switch sides real quick, I'm grabbing at the back of his tricep here. I'm bringing my butterfly hook to the outside, bringing the other one inside, pulling him to me, and switching to the back. So real quick, we'll break down each of those details in there and why they work. So I have Chris in my open guard. I'm pushing him. Here, as I feed and drag, there's that push-pull action on there. And then as I go to scoop my hips in, I'm looking to fill the space behind his tricep here. So as Chris tries to turn into me, I'm tracking him the whole time. And just like the arm drag we went over the other day, we have that position in him, or that position on him. So we're in our butterfly open guard, dragging, coming around to the back. And the next detail, again, we went over this before, but this hook here is important. I'm hooking through here, because even if I lose the position a little bit and Chris is almost like turning into me and he's not quite there, if I have this hook and I've like still have the angle enough, I can use it to scoot and drag myself there. It's just another layer of control. So all right, so now we're gonna go over our second arm drag, and this one's from close guard. It's actually the same arm drag that we did in the gi. It's our powerful 2-on-1 close guard arm drag. I'll have that video linked below. But the reason why we're going back over this in no gi is because there's another detail I want to show, and it's called the gift wrap. It's something you can do from top and bottom, but this is just an option off the arm drag. So we're going 2-on-1. Obviously, there's no sleeves this time, so we're using both of our hands here, and we're almost like this C grip here. You can see that I'm clamping onto his wrists here with both of them. From there, we're doing the same thing as before, popping up and over, grabbing the wrist and taking that space, grabbing back here, back of his lat. So the detail of the gift wrap, and before we scoot out, before we do anything else, we're looking to take the hand off the lat and reach around his head here. From there, we're taking the hand that's on his hand and we're passing it off to here. This right here is called the gift wrap control. And as you can see, it's taking away Chris's post. It's putting pressure into him. It's kind of uncomfortable on his neck. There's honestly tons of options once you lock this guy up, and it's just like another layer of control for you. So from here, we can either just use it and abuse this layer of control to keep scooting to the back. That's totally a good option. Or as we were doing before, we were going for the flower sweep. So it's before our hips get on the outside. So actually, if I switch sides, drag them over here, get our gift wrap. Before my hips scoot out, I'm swimming to the butterfly sweep, or sorry, to the flower sweep. But I'll go over that guy one more time. This is a closed guard 2-on-1 arm drag. Boom, add in the gift wrap, posting onto the back. Okay, so now we're gonna go over another arm drag for closed guard. The first step for this is we need to break his posture. We kind of mentioned that in another video briefly, so I'll link that guy below. So we're using our step to break his posture, and from there, we're gonna look to keep his posture with one of your hands, but with the other guy, you're gonna swim underneath his armpit here to get an underhook. From there, you're coming up to his elbow about, and you're catching his arm on your head here. It's against my ear here, and I have my elbow pit right here, wrapping around just below his elbow. So I have pressure right here, the pressure coming from my ear and my neck, extending his arm that way. And my arm here is being used as a barrier, pressing his elbow the other way. So as I hip out and I pinch with my knees in here, and I get the straight arm bar. So what we're doing, that's how we're setting up our move off the straight arm bar. This isn't a video on the straight arm bar. There's more details for that. There's more nuanced setups, and that's out there somewhere, or I'll make it later. But that's what we're using to set up our arm drag. So again, we're breaking the posture, coming underneath to this guy. Then as Chris, the defense of this move is normally a limp arm. As Chris brings his arm out like so, we're switching it to an arm drag on the other side. Instead of holding his neck, we're coming underneath his tricep here, pulling it to our hip, and coming around for our arm drag.